journey goers, welcome to another video brought to you by the Zen Den. It's a little bit cloudy and overcast here, but that's no big deal. So today's class will be a 30-minute-ish hip opening yoga series. It's a super gentle flow. It's meant for you to do in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. It's morning time here right now, so you'll notice that I'm going to take a lot of bent knees. I'm going to take it super slow, methodical, really think about where I'm opening my body, and really just breathe into my channels, hoping that I'm going to open and feel awakened, and then have a beautiful day ahead of me. So with that said, like I always tell you, unroll your mat, throw on your yoga gear, and let's get started. Starting in a seated position at the top or middle of your mat, find whatever is comfortable for you. So you could take Sukhasana. If your hips are a little bit warm already, you could take Ardha Padmasana or full Padmasana lotus pose. I want you to really ground down through your sitting bones. So to do that, I like to move my fleshy bum back and really find those sitting bones, ground down. Use your hands, connect into your knees, lift through the crown of the head. Close your eyes. You can keep palms down or face them up if you want to receive energy or ground down into yourself. I'm feeling like grounded, so that's where I'm going. Close those eyes of yours. And just start to inhale and exhale through the nose. Letting yourself come into this moment. Centering onto your mat. Bringing the mind into the body here. Letting this practice be yours and only yours, so doing your best to make the exterior really fuzzy and soft. And start to light up your interior. Stoking your inner soul. Your beautiful prana, your life energy. Take 5 more breaths here. Keep length in the spine, so keep drawing the crown of the head up, relaxing the shoulders, breathing down through those sits bones. 2 more breaths. One last big inhale. Open the mouth, let it go. Start to flutter those eyes open. And then just walk your hands out in front of you, finding a gentle forward fold. So just slowly, like a cat, walk the hands forward. When you find something interesting, release the head and neck and let it go. We're here for 5 deep breaths. Do your best to let the hips soften and surrender. Let the chest melt down. 2 more deep breaths. Next, inhale, come up onto your fingertips, just lift the gaze slightly and walk the hands over to the right. Just stretching through the left side body here. Maybe walk the left fingertips a little bit more as you continue to ground the left sit bone. Take an inhale breath. Exhale to melt the chest. Head and neck release. 2 rounds of breath. Inhale, lift the gaze, walk those fingertips back through center all the way over to the left. Reach through the right fingertips, inhale, breath. Exhale, melt the chest, let head and neck go. One more round of breath. Inhale, lift the gaze, walk it back through center, and just melt down one last time. Let it all go. Inhale, breath, lift the gaze, walk the hands back towards the body, and find your tabletop pose. So simply swing the legs around, stack those shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. And I want you to extend your right leg straight back and then sweep it over to the left side. You're on the ball, you're on the toes here, okay? And then just kind of take your right hip and push it out to the side. Really stretch through the right side here. I have a mosquito attacking me. It's part of being in the Zen Den. 2 more deep breaths. And then bring it back through to center. Take a moment, let your hips move from side to side. And then stretch your left leg right back and take it all the way over to the right. Again, so I want you to focus on your left side body and opening through this channel. 2 deep breaths. Bring it back through to center. Let your hips move from side to side. And then curl the back toes under, preparing for downward facing dog. Take the fingers really nice and wide, and then start to send the hips back and high. And I think we might get a rainstorm here, you guys. How relaxing. So I like to come up onto the tippy toes, flip my toes over, and then take a really big bend in the knees, letting the low back release and make space. I want you to take 5 really deep breaths to make any organic movements you need to. It could be bending one leg, switching to the other. You choose. It's all about what feels good for your body within this asana. 3 more deep breaths. Last inhale. On your next inhale, take the right leg straight up to the sky, bend at the knee, and open the hip. So I want you to focus on bringing the right knee straight up towards the ceiling as you continue to square the shoulders. 3 deep breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, release it down. Next inhale, the left leg goes high. 3-legged dog, bend at the knee, open the hip, send the knee straight up towards the sky, and then re-square the shoulders. 3 deep breaths. One more inhale, and exhale it back and down. Start to sweep the left right leg straight back and high, and then bring it through the hands. Maybe get some core action in there. Bring the right foot down and soften the left knee down, coming into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So this is so incredibly awesome for your hip flexor. As you can see, this side of my body is really stretching here. So option to keep the fingertips down or bring them to the top of the thigh. Or if you want, you can inhale them straight up. In the morning, I usually like to keep my fingertips down for stability. My balance isn't all there yet. So you do you, okay? I want you to take 3 deep breaths. Keeping the back, the spine nice and long here. Energy through the crown of the head. Hugging low belly, and 2 more breaths. Okay, bring that right hand through on the inside. Heel toe the right foot out to the corner of your mat. Left hand plants. I want you to bend the back leg and then reach back for your back left leg. Sorry, it's the morning, guys. I'm waking up too. So using this class, so stay here or you'll slowly, really, really gently bring the heel towards the glute. I want you to take 2 deep breaths. Remember to not sink into the shoulder here. Push up away from the earth as you spiral the chest towards the sky. Now take 2 deep breaths. With gentle care, release the back leg, no slingshotting. Moving into lizard pose to bring the right arm back around to the inside. And then heel toe the right foot all the way out. You want the toes splaying out, the heel in. Sometimes I like to, actually all the time, I like to curl the back toe under and then just slide my leg back a millimeter to find more length on the left side. So again, stay here with the hands planted. If you had a block, you can come down to your forearms, or if you're feeling extra Gumby-like, just drop it all the way down. Again, it's the morning for me, so I'm going to stay right here. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Energy through the crown of the head. Push the floor away. Now curl the back toe under. Lift that back knee up. Let's take 3 breaths here. That back left leg is super active. It's supporting you. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, really gaze forward, bend the back leg and hop up. You might want to come up onto your teepee fingertips. Hop up, 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Yogi squat. So both toes splay out, heels in. Take your time coming into this. This doesn't have to be your full badass yogi squat. It can just be somewhere like 60%. Hands to heart center, elbows inside the knee. Use this connection to lift the crown of the head as you soften the tailbone down. 5 deep breaths. Feel free to close those eyes. Focus on where you can release tension. Certainly your jaw and forehead. 2 more deep breaths. Last inhale. Flutter those eyes open. Plant the hands. Lift the bum high. Heel toe the feet together. About hip width distance and forward fold. Let the head and neck go. Shake it yes and no. Maybe you cup both elbows here. As you can see, my knees are bent because my hamstrings are not open at all, which is going to help my low back find length and space versus pulling hamstring to low back, okay? You choose what's good for you. You know your body. You're your best teacher. Stay here for 5 more breaths. Just let it all go. Halfway there. Last round of breath. If you have the arms, release them. Heel toe the feet together. Inhale to lift halfway, flat back. Pull the heart through, low belly in. Exhale to fold. We'll keep doing that. Inhale, lift halfway. Heart center comes through. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, lift your beautiful heart. Exhale. Inhale, you're a badass. Exhale, release all negative beliefs, self-talk. Inhale again. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Take your time. Feeling a little bit more open now, yeah? And then inhale that left leg back and high. Exhale to sweep it through. Use the core to plant the foot. Soften the right knee down. Anjaneyasana, low lunge on this side. So again, your options are fingertips, thighs, all the way up. I'm going to stay down here. Take 3 really deep breaths. Send the breath to that right hip flexor, the front side of the right leg. Remember, long spine energy through the crown of the head. Next, inhale, the left hand comes to the inside of the leg. Heel toe that foot to the edge of the mat. Plant both hands, or actually plant the right hand. Bend the back leg and reach with the left hand to catch your foot. If you're not catching your foot, who cares? Grab your pants, take a strap around, do what you gotta do, right? Toes splay out. If you've got that connection, slowly work the heel closer. You're working into the front quadricep on the right side. Push the mat away to find space in the shoulder, and then circle the chest up towards the sky as you soften the hips down. That's a lot of shit going on, right? Just focus on what you can. 3 deep breaths. Last round of breath. Let that back leg go. Bring the left hand back inside. Come up onto the ball of the foot, and then slide the right leg back, making that extra bit of space, coming into lizard pose. So same thing that we did on the other side. You can stay up here. You can work your way down. 3 deep breaths. Curl the back toe under, lift the knee up. 3 deep breaths here. Back leg is super active, supporting you. 1 more round of breath. Spider up onto your fingertips. Bend the back leg. Hop up. Yogi squat. Toes out, heels in. Take your time to get here. Hands at heart center. Elbows come to the inside. This one should feel a little bit different than last time. Use that connection. Lift through the sternum as the tailbone drops. 5 deep breaths. Close those eyes. Focus on you. Last round of breath. Open the eyes. Hands plant in front of you. Start to send the hips high as you heel toe the feet together. And then forward fold again. So I want you to inhale, baby lift, and then walk the hands over to the left. Stretching through the right side body. 2 deep breaths. Inhale, lift the gaze. Walk it back through center. Take the hands over to the right. Stretch through the left side body. Reach and open. 2 deep breaths. Last inhale. Walk it back through center. Forward fold. Exhale. Here we go with our halfway lifts again. Inhale, lift halfway. Pull the heart through. If you had bent knees, maybe you're starting to straighten them more. Exhale, fold. Really use the breath here. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Make space. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it back to downward facing dog. Whoa, I don't know if you can hear that, some loud thunder. If you want a vinyasa right there, please feel free to take it. It's your practice. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take 3 huge breaths. Imagine that the inhale is running from your fingers up to your sit bones, and the exhale is running down the backs of your legs, out the heels. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, sweep it through. Use that strong core. Plant the foot. Come into a runner's lunge. So fingertips stay down. You're on the ball of the back foot. Start to use this fingertip little baby connection. Pull the heart through. Roll the shoulders back. 3 deep breaths. One more round of breath. On the next inhale, I want you to straighten the front right leg as you melt the chest down for a wide-legged pyramid. We're going to move back and forth. So inhale, open the chest. Exhale, melt the chest. We'll do a lot of those, okay? Inhale, come forward, runner's lunge. Heart pulls through. Exhale, something like a pyramid. Whew, this stretch is really intense. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, rock it back, melt chest. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, take it back. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, come forward. Maybe that was more than 2. Exhale, come back. This time I want you to hold. So focus on sending your right hip back as you bring your left hip forward. You might want to hop it in a little bit. You can definitely have a micro bend in the front leg and just relax. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, lift halfway. And then I want you to plant the hands in front of you, coming into pigeon pose. So start to let your right knee come out to the side and slide it in, right knee to right wrist, as you slide the left leg back. Yeah? Come up onto your tippy fingertips, lift that beautiful heart of yours. Before we go down, take a peek back, make sure your right leg is nice, your left leg is nice and straight. Another inhale, puff that chest up. Exhale to slowly lower the chest down. We're going to hold this for about 10 to 15 long breaths. So get as comfortable as you can. Breathe really deep. Allow yourself to release tension wherever you can. So when we come into these really deep hip openers, I want you to focus on really where you can surrender, not only in the pose but in life. Where can you start to make space in your life, allowing yourself more room to grow and change, to prosper, to achieve your goals. Use this practice as a vehicle to affect life off the mat. That's what it's meant to do. So let that magic unfold for you. Really tap into your asanas and focus on how you can create that change in a deeper level. So, you know, body, mind, and soul. That's why we're here. 5 more deep breaths. doing your best to soften the exterior. Yes, the dogs are barking. We are outside. Last round of breath. Start to slowly plant the hands, lift all the way back up. We're going to come into something I don't know the name of. Curl the back left toe under, but my teacher does it. And I want you to lift the hips. See how my right foot is planted right here? I want you to just plant it and then send the hips back. You should feel it on the outside of your right hip. One more round of breath. And then step it back, downward facing dog. Take your time here, wiggle the hips, bend one leg and then the other. And then inhale the left leg back and high. Exhale, sweep it through, use the core, plant the foot, runner's lunge. Fingertips down, back leg is active, heart's pulling through, 3 deep breaths. Last inhale. Exhale to straighten the front leg as you soften the chest down. Inhale, rock it forward, runner's lunge. Exhale, send it back. Inhale forward, pull heart through. Exhale, straighten leg, melt chest. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, take it back. 3 more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send it back. Inhale forward. Exhale, take it back. Last time, inhale forward. This time we'll hold the pyramid pose. So if you want to hop the back leg in, please go for it. Take an inhale. Exhale, melt the chest. Micro bend in the front knee, send the left hip back, right hip forward. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, lift the gaze, plant the feet, start to pick up the left foot, preparing for 𝗄𝗶𝗁𝗏 pigeon. So left knee to left wrist. Slide the right foot all the way back. Bring the hands back towards the body and puff up the chest. Take a peek back at the right leg, make sure it's straight. Another inhale here, lift the chest. Exhale to melt it down. Slowly lower the chest to where you find something interesting. And then get ready to hang out. Start to focus on you and work on that body, mind, soul connection. About 10 to 15 deep breaths. Enjoy it. Savor this posture. Where can you soften? Where can you release tension? Where can you surrender? 5 more deep breaths. Last round of breath. Next inhale, lift the gaze, push into the hands. Curl the back toe under, coming into that weird hip stretch. Lift the hips, and then let the left foot plant down as you send the hips back. Whew, you should immediately feel it on your outer left leg, left hip. Actually, left outer everything. 2 more rounds of breath. Last round of breath. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Wiggle the hips out. Bicycle the legs. On an inhale, I want you to gaze forward and start to tiptoe the feet to the hands, hugging low belly. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. I want you to extend the hands straight out in front of you and drop the butt. 𝗪𝗲 𝗪𝗏, yeah? We're going to slowly lower all the way to our bum. So once you get down, 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 lowering the bum, take the knees nice and wide and drop down in between your hands. We're going to come into a toe clasp Navasana boat pose. So really find those sitting bows, take your peace fingers around your big toes. This might take some balancing and you might rock back and forth, but that's part of yoga, trial and error. So start to rock back and find those sitting bones. On an inhale, take your time and start to extend the legs straight in front of you. Use the connection to lift the chest. From here, I want you to slowly open the legs for Upavista Navasana. Ooh. You really got to use your forces here, so the pulling and the pushing at the same time. It's like a pendulum, yeah? 3 deep breaths. Puff the chest up. Flex through the feet. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, bring it back together and release the legs down. Let's come all the way onto our backs, starting into our supine postures, slowly making our way into Shavasana. Okay, coming into a figure 4 stretch. So bring your right ankle right on your left, above your left knee. Sweep your hands through and catch the back of your left thigh. Keep flexion in the right foot. Soften your shoulders down and then use your arm strength to bring your whole leg package closer to the chest. By now your hips should be nice and open, soft. So this should feel really nice and restorative here, yeah? Gentle, calming. The rain's coming down here, so what a perfect setting. Take 3 deep breaths. Last round of breath. Keeping your legs just how they are, release your hands, listen carefully. Let this whole leg package come over to the left. So the right foot plants on the ground. Bring your left hand to the inside of your right leg. Push this leg away, and then your right arm will stretch out to the side. So sending the right knee straight up to the sky, opening across the right front hip. 3 deep breaths. Next inhale, bring your knees all the way back to center, release, and just rock from side to side in a small ball. Massaging the low back. And then plant the feet down on the ground. Other side. Left ankle crosses above right knee. Sweep the arms through. Catch the back of the right thigh. Use your arm strength to pull the legs closer to you. Soften the shoulders down. 3 deep breaths. Last round of breath. Releasing hands, keeping legs as they are. Let them spill over to the right. The left foot plants on the ground. Left arm comes out as the right hand comes to the inside of the left leg. Push the knee away from you. 3 deep breaths. Next inhale, bring it all back through center. Knees in towards the chest, rock a few times. And making our way into happy baby. Bring the feet up towards the chest, up towards the face. Hands come to the outsides of the feet. And then start to take a deeper bend in the legs as you use the arm strength to pull the knees closer to the ground. We're going to stay for 5 long, deep breaths. So you do whatever you want. You can rock from side to side. You can straighten one leg. 5 breaths starts right now. You straighten one leg, you straighten the other as you bend one. Maybe you work in straightening both legs. 2 more deep breaths. Last round of breath. And then release the feet, coming into 𝗬𝗵𝗏 𝗪𝗃 for our final Shavasana. This is butterfly pose laying down. We want soles of the feet together, knees to spill out wide. Get really comfy. If you have an eye pillow, feel free to place that over your face. You can rest hands right here on the hips or out to your side, or one hand on heart and belly. I'm going to bring them to my hips. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths. Big inhale. Open mouth. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big inhale. Hold it at the top. Open mouth. Let yourself really surrender and soften. You have nothing to do but relax. Allow the postures, the physical movements to integrate into every cell. Let yoga do the work on you. Let it dive deep into your body and your soul. Staying here in your Shavasana pose for as long as you need. Without making any movements, and knowing that you are welcome to stay as long as you want. Start to breathe deeper. Feel your stomach rise and fall. Start to straighten your legs out completely. And inviting small movements, fingertips and toes gently wiggling. And then inviting ankles and wrists to circle. When you're ready, inhale the arms overhead. Exhale to bend the knees and fall over to whatever side is your favorite for fetal pose. Using the bottom arm as a pillow. Feeling the subtle shift in your body. The calmness that's washing over you. The gratitude that you can practice. Next inhale, use your hand to push yourself back up to seated pose. Find the top of your mat. Sit up nice and tall. Bring hands to heart center. Connect your thumb into your heart. Let's close with a unifying sound of Om. Big inhale. Bowing your head. Thank you so much for practicing with me in the Zen Den. I truly appreciate you sharing your energy, your love, and your light. Keep practicing, yogis. Namaste.